Thank you so much. And next, I'd like to introduce Nenu. Nenu Cruz is, their pronouns are they, them, and AA. They are an indigqueer forest school educator, born and raised in Tenochtitlan, also known as Mexico City, La Ciudad de Mexico. They currently reside in Muwekma Ohlone territory, also known as San Jose, California. Long Beach, Tongva territory, has a special place in their heart. And in 2019, they founded Rayitos de Sol in LBC, an Escuelita Bosque rooted in ancestral ways for children to build relationships with nature in an urban setting. Please give a round of applause and welcome Nenu Cruz.
Me cambiaron el número. Hi, everyone. Oh, lower? Huh? No, it's fine. I'll stand. I get nervous. I usually speak with children, and I don't see any here. So I'm a little nervous. So standing works. So before I get started, I would like to invite all of you, and I'm going to say it all at once, and name your two-spirit or indigqueer elder in your life. The count of three, ready? 1, 2, 3. Keep them going. No, not many? Okay, well, this is, I wanted to start with that because the people in my life are little ones, right? They range from 3 years old to all the way to 10. One of them is almost gonna turn 11. Geesh, and I've known them since they were like 3. So having a conversation with one of them, they were telling me about their 4th grade experience and having to create a project about the missions. And this person was so upset, and just called me up and say, "Hey, Nenu, I need to talk to you. I cannot believe my school's still teaching this." So they took their time, wrote a whole project about how this takes place in Long Beach, so acknowledging Tomba people there. And they were so upset, they said, "Hey, I think we need to make something." And all of my work and passion always comes, and first of all, always comes from them and for them. So I said, of course. And just to share a little bit of that, I didn't hear some of you say two-spirit elders or indigqueer peoples in your life. So that was exactly what was happening with these little ones. They were talking to me and saying, "Hey, I do have indigqueer elders, but they're ancestors. They're not longer here." And it took me a minute to really, and this is making me a little emotional, but it took me to have to move to the Bay to be able to witness and really experience the magic of two-spirit elders that live here. And it doesn't come by a surprise that two-spirit elders that are still alive had to move to the Bay to survive, right? So we're putting one and one together. And when this grant became available, I really thought, wait, I'm not an artist, but I am an educator, and all of this is happening, and I know 2 badass elders that live in the Bay, but are from Tombaland. So can we bring them there? Can these children meet them and know that these elders are still alive and thriving and artists and are keeping traditions alive in the community and are feeding all of us here in the Bay Area with so much love and knowledge, right? So I took it upon myself to say, I'm applying and I'm bringing them. And Zamora, can you please make it happen? Bring the wacanuilla. The kids need to connect to the drum and really know that two-spirit elders are here and they're still alive and they're not just in the imagination of like the ancestral world. And not to say that that is also not part of it, because a lot of us are diaspora children that still have our elders in the ancestral world, and some of us have them on the other side of the border. So anyways, to continue this story, I thought about who the second person was, and it took me a minute, and I said, hey, Zamora, can you please help? Like, I need more Two-Spirit elders, indigenous that these children need to meet. And of course, El Frank came to within our conversation. And part of the work that I do, and I make it a point to say, is to uplift those that need to be taking space. I'll uplift the people that need to be in the room, uplift the people that need to be given those grants. Right? So yes, I am an indigenous person, and yes, I'm a person of many lands, and I've lived in many places, but I also make sure that the work that is getting done is going back to the people that belongs to, right? So that was my choice, was very much intentional to bring back Two-Spirit, Tomba elders to Long Beach area to meet with indigenous, queer, gender-expansive children that by the age of 3 are telling me, hey, my pronouns are they, them. So that was very intentional. And I am very grateful, and I wanted to start with gratitude, but I get a little dramatic over here. I wanted to start with gratitude, but I'm very grateful for Bates to take a chance to fund somebody that is not from the Bay, but I mean, who is from the Bay nowadays? I know y'all move here. Well, some of you. So it takes a lot to like really figure out and take space to say, if I'm gonna apply for this, that means it's not for me. I'm gonna uplift the work of folks that have been doing that work here. So thank you so much for making it happen. We were very lucky to collaborate with 2 amazing community spaces in Long Beach. One of them is the Pacific Islander Ethnic Art Museum that hosted us for the first day. I got to meet an amazing elder there that was impressed with the children and how much they connect to nature, how they talk about their elders. Because one of the things that I didn't mention, and I would love to make sure that you know this about children, they might have thought of their elders as ancestors, but in this conversation and in the connection of meeting these 2 people, El Frank and Zamora, the children realized they already had elders that they have been connecting to, like the trees, the water, the rocks. So they talked about that, and this comes, and I'm not saying that this happened because of me, but this happened within, learning in community. And for me, it's also reminding the adults that children already hold this knowledge. And sometimes you just have to give them space to be able to say that out loud. And what a gift it was to see the 2 Tomba Two-Spirit elders and the children have a dialogue and sit and exchange knowledge, because this is what we do in community, right? We sit and exchange knowledge, and we heal. And believe me, the healing didn't just happen with the children and the elders. It happened with their parents that were there witnessing everything. So just to close, I just want to say thank you so much for taking a chance and really allowing for us to experience what it is to work in communities, which is we're everywhere. We're not just in one place, and our communities continue to expand just like the mycelium. And that's the part of the work that we do. When we create something, we want to make sure that we're touching everybody's lives around us and making sure that they feel like they are held, and they know that for a fact there are Two-Spirit elders all over, not just in the ancestral world. Thank you.